Alright, so apologies for having killed my stream like that the first time around. Welcome again. Welcome to me, blindly walking into Horace, enjoying some time with our happy little mechanoid friend with his very British charm to him. I hope you're all ready to have a good stream. I'm now ready. My drop frames have all disappeared. Everything's looking beautiful. Like I said before, I beautified the stream. I added some new lighting to me to make things actually show up appropriately versus this darkness. Darkness, not good. Light, good. Now using Streamlabs OBS, I have this nice little glowy border. Another glowy border. I also have the little glowy border down here, and if I want, normally I'd be looking at you over here, but when I'm looking at the game, you're just seeing the side of my face. Well, now, here I am. I'm actually trying to pick up some slack on things, get it looking more appropriate, get it looking nice, make it look right. Anyways, though, we're going to dive into some Horace. Pardon me, let's get a little hydration into me. And we will continue with Horace where we left off. It's been a few days. I played this back on Monday. Ooh, this is going to be a bit challenging. I do like how this game has good music to it. Oh yeah, that's... Oh, no. Okay. How do I... Alright, that's how I pick things up. Come on. Okay, let's pick up some garbage. There's a shield for me again. That is just what I needed, was a good shield. Can I not pick up this? Oh, that's what it was. I wasn't grabbing a garbage can. I was grabbing that. Water bat. Whoa! Hold on one second. So, for my day job, I use Teams. Recently, because of something really dumb with a technical issue, I had to reinstall Teams on my computer. Same computer that I use for work, I use for streaming. And well, when I had to reinstall Teams, here's something really dumb that happened. My computer decided to get rid of the setting of when you close the X on Teams, it won't actually exit the program.
Seeing another VCR made me wonder if there were any more recordings of the old man. I rummaged behind the TV and was not surprised to find two more dusty old tapes. One just had hours of some strange sport. But the other had a recording of the old man.
Alright, old man time.
Came his voice again. Right, this is urgent. Cancel the nanobot program immediately. All production to be stopped. Contain the remaining units in these corrosion-proof canisters.
That ain't good.
Although I'm sure it's obvious, the old man continued. We have discovered that they are essentially unstoppable and can form a controlling intelligence around any object.
And toaster, I respect it.
More. Well, at least that explains why everything moved with minds of their own. I'd never been in this part of the house before, but I figured I would get back to more familiar surroundings once I made it through these laboratories.
Alright. Oh, I always forget about that. Here we go. I want to pick this up because... Another shield. Yeah. What was the... there's the shield button. Okay, I'm going to want to be very careful here because don't want to fall in that water. That's for sure. Alright. Get over there, up there, go around. I do like this game. Oh, more of those. Shouldn't be running with scissors like that, my friend. Let's go ahead and grab all of this. Alright. Come on back down, platform. I've got more junk to get. Alright. Wait for it to come back up and around. Alright. Whew. That is some tricky jumping right there. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have a run button. That's what I get for not playing a game for a few days. You know, I entirely forget all about my run buttons and stuff like that. I'm just taking a quick look at a stream, make sure everything's good and healthy still. Alright. And if you joined the stream, you might notice I now have a chatbot AI thing or two. Let's get this garbage. Oh, I can't grab any more shields. But I made sure to put an AI bot into my stream just in case it is beneficial per se. I don't know right now if it'll be beneficial or not, but let's get a basket. Yeah. Oh. Is this where I was trained originally? Oh, snake. Intruder alert, destroyed the humanoid. Uh-oh. Methinks I'm fighting a boss about now? This might be not good. Yep. Apparently snake game in real life. Okay, how about I jump on you? Haha. Whoa. Alright. I am digging this music, although it's a little on the loud side. Down with you. Whoa, oh, uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Okay. Okay, at least I start back here. Jump over this fire, pull this one out. Pull this one out. Oh boy. Oh, that was bad because I had an itch on my eye right then. Okay. This is not easy. Okay, got him, got him. That one's down. Oh boy. Okay, come to me. Don't want to pull him up yet, and now do it. And lots of small problems. Achievo unlocked. Whew. Too bad I lost all my shields. Whoa! I didn't even try and aim that one. How about a touch more volume? I love how it shows you what I've been listening to or watching. Yes, game. I didn't know if those would kill me or not, because I saw all that garbage. Oh, I was hoping I could... No, I'm hoping I can... Nope. Nope, I'm not getting that trash. Nope. Dang it, I was really... This keeps track of how many times I die. Bottom right corner, right there. You see it. I see it. The world sees my shame. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay, game. Game. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. 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 Haha. Alright. Nope. Wait for him to come back around. I want to jump up to throw it like that. Yeah, yeah. Look at that. That was a good Horace. I'm a good Horace. Pop that. That came way too... Hey, come on. I feel like the controls fall asleep on this game sometimes. Alright. Up we go. Alright, this ain't too bad. Not too bad at all. We got this. We so got this. This is all mine to get. Okay.
I needed to get back on the moving lift.
My jump button failed at one point again. I'm pretty sure it's not my controller. I really think it is. This game has some... Let's see what's in here. Ooh. Corblimey trousers. Alright. Gotcha. I don't think I can... Less. Ooh.
The door was nailed shut, and my fingers were too large to get a decent grip on the planks. I needed something like a crowbar. The door was nailed shut, and my fingers were too large to get a decent grip.
Where am I going to find crowbar? Also, where am I gonna... Oh boy. Oh boy. So a lot of things keep attention on right now. I need to keep paying a lot of attention right now. This is tricky. They don't want to make this simple on me, do they? No! Oh boy, so close. Okay. Alright. We've got this. Nope, not on that one. I meant we got this time. That last time, that was just me showing off. Showing off what it looks like when you die. Now that you know what it looks like when you die, I don't need to show you anymore. So now, I can just continue making bad moves and dying on my own. I mean, not dying. No more dying. We are making it this time around and around. Oh boy. Oh, I psyched myself out on that one. That was all on me. That was entirely on me. I don't like the fact that I feel like the controls do not always work. Them not always working is not my idea of coolness. Alright, alright. You got this. Just take it nice and easy. I don't know why I psyched myself out right there. It's like my brain just stops thinking. Boy, though, this game, it got the challenge going on all of a sudden. Yeah, it's very simple right here. It's so simple. As long... Oh, my jump button did not work there. I do not care for that on this game. This game has some sort of issue with controls. I'm pretty sure it is the game. After all, I did the other day play Manifold Garden. I had zero control issues during that game. Like, everything worked perfectly except my brain. If you watch the stream on that, or if you watch the archive on it, you'll see that my brain turned off. Did I get anything out of this, or... So I need a crowbar, but... Oh! So I need a crowbar, but... Did I actually accomplish anything? I don't think I accomplished anything. Okay, I did not accomplish anything there. Where do I get my crowbar? Oh, wow. So, I need a crowbar somewhere. I really don't see where I should be getting this crowbar from. Like, did I miss something in the last area? Oh, I see it now. Wow. I should have gotten that. I've got to take advantage of gravity stuff a bit more. Oh boy. Oh boy. This game just keeps throwing challenges at me. Although, as long as the controls work, I am perfectly good with the challenges this game is giving me. Okay, hopefully there's a crowbar in here somewhere.
My shoes struggled to grip the slippery wall. I'd need to keep jumping to climb it.
Okay. Oh, those are electric. Nope. Nope. My jump did not work like it should have again. Okay, no, that was not what I meant to do. Alright. You know what? We've got this now. Nope, except I didn't grip the wall. Alright. That last one, though, was entirely me. Okay, I need to do a bigger jump here, like that. Not too big, though. Whoa. Okay. Okay, controller stopped again. Okay, that's going to infuriate me. So, when I was playing Manifold Garden yesterday, my controller never failed to take an input. Never. So for it to keep doing this, is absolutely infuriating. Let's go ahead and go through this door, because we'll go right back. Come on. To get that last garbage. Okay, controller screwed up again. See, I don't want to sound like the type of person who's like, my controller's bad, it's not me. No, I'd accept when it's me. I mean, it's me a lot of times. Just not these.
Chuckled Mr. Silton.
Oh, good, it's him.
Right, we'll claim it on the insurance as accidental damage. Get me a new TV as well. I explained to them that I had found some of the old man's home videos, and the contents had shocked me. The dirty old bugger, interrupted Mr. Silton. But I didn't know what he meant, so I continued explaining about the nanobots, and Mr. Silton said we needed to get our sharpest minds on the case. Not you dipshit, he barked at Mr. Preston. We need to rescue Heather and her mum. I wasn't sure what Mr. Silton meant by rescue, but I thought I would leave them to clear up. The weather felt cold and ominous as we made our way back outside. Before we meet the others, I need you to help me get my stolen van back, explained Mr. Silton. It's going to be dangerous, and we need someone dependable.
Poor Horace.
The equipment was heavy, but I was happy to help pack the large boxes until Preston returned with what Mr. Silton called the mean machine.
I seriously do love the story, atmosphere, the music. Like, this game just... All we are is dust and shadow. Quintus Horatius Lascius, Chapter 5, Mr. Stilton's van.
Mr. Preston seemed even more anxious than usual. At first I thought he just needed to use a toilet, but Mr. Silton explained that their old gang members lived around here. Somehow the money went missing when we robbed that post office, he continued. For some reason they thought we'd taken it, but, as he put it, why would we live in such a dump if we had a load of money? Although this clarified things for me, it certainly didn't calm Mr. Preston, who suggested we gotta move on.
Don't worry, we'll be a matter of minutes. We just need to send Mr. Chips up there to have a look, said Mr. Silton as he pointed to a window high up the building. Go on, he said with a smile. Off you go then.
Alright. Wonder if I'm ever going to get a crowbar, though, because now I'm done with that area, it seems. Alright, let's just take this nice and easy. I don't want to jump too high, except for like that. I do like how your tie will point you to what way gravity really is going. It's a nice little touch and really does help you remain orientated, even though this game you could jump when gravity's bad. I've played some games recently where if gravity isn't correct, the game Europa is what I'm thinking of. That game, if gravity is not correct and you try to jump, you might fall to your doom. I'll go in this window.
The man didn't look like a thief, but maybe his striped jumper was in the wash. Mr. Silton was certain he'd stolen the van though, so I watched for a moment.
But then I heard Mr. Silton climbing up.
I was going to speak, but Mr. Silton held a finger up to his lips. He looked incredibly serious for a moment.
Oops.
One
I forgot about this game. If you accidentally hit things, it pauses. Why? I don't know.
Mr. Silton whispered that I was to go one way while he went another. Why are you whispering? I asked him. Where are we going? Find the keys to my van, Robocop, said Mr. Silton through gritted teeth.
Poor Horace. He just needs the old man. Too bad the old man died, because Horace is with a lot of people who are up to no good. I want to try and get those. Alright. Get all of that garbage, all that junk. Junk cleared. That don't look good. Why is this old man living in this apartment?
The piles of junk were all wired into the mains. I suppose it was a good deterrent against thieves.
His walking on alternate angles is tricky. That's a bear trap. Should probably not fall into a bear trap. Alright. We will run. Ooh, some more junk for me. I will take that junk. Okay. For a second, I was like, why are my shoes glowing? And I was like, oh yeah, because I'm sticking to the ceiling. Hey, Sai. Glad you're joining me. Hope you have a good run, and I'll see you when you get back from your run. Hopefully weather's nice out for you tonight, and run could be nice and enjoyable. Oh, that's going to catch fire. Alright. Oh, all of this is still so... When the controls are good, I love this game, but man, it really does mess with the brain. Ooh, might be a shield in here. Yes, yes, I like shields. I'm going to carry this trash can with me, just in case I need something to attack with. Attacking might be good. Although it doesn't look like anything's like attack worthy around here. Yep, that was useless. I'll leave the trash can behind. I got my use out of it anyways. I got my shield.
Alice never felt at home here, with all the huge piles of junk everywhere.
Wonder what happened to Alice. She was the one who had all of the junk in the barn, surrounded by the mushrooms for what's-his-face, who is obviously Mr. Stilton, who is not treating me good. Mr. Stilton is not oh! That. Okay. Okay, let's get this car. Oh boy! Okay. Speedrun strats. That's what I like to call it, when you just keep running and you hope the game has a good pattern going, because I don't know what else to call it when you just run like a madman and hope for the best. But I mean, in a lot of ways, that's almost what I feel like life is sometimes. Run like a madman and hope for the best. Okay, keep grabbing my junk, grab this chain. The game starts to walk without my input. Not my favorite thing for it to do. Alright. Grab some more garbage. I wonder if there's any reward for grabbing a certain amount of the junk. I mean, let's see, I'm at 73,000 junk right now. 73,000 is pretty good. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be... I see what's happening here already. Okay, that went better than I expected. I was like, this is going to be a long, winding, just falling down type of thing. What have we got here? Well...
I didn't know which key I should take, so I took all of them.
You know what? We're taking all these keys. I've got no problem with that. Oh boy. I lost my shield. Oh, I need to... No! Oh, whoops. Alright. Alright, there we go. I would have known about that. I would have taken the more dangerous route. That up above route is trouble. Alright, we're going to get all of these.
I finally managed to collect all of the keys.
Now, let's go deliver them to Mr. Stilton. Oh, this place again. Alright, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Oh.
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I
Oh, that ain't
needed to
that
get
ain't
back
good.
and find Mr. Stilton.
Okay, I can't do that. Alright. Loop around. Okay. Don't have any shields, so I've got to be mindful of that. Oh, not through here again. Oh boy. Speedrun strats. Just keep going. That worked perfect. Oh no, this one ain't good. Poor Horace. Just gotta find the right audio cue right there. I've got that. I've got it. It's going good. Oh boy. This. Oh! Don't jump so high, because gravity is not going to be my buddy right here. Gravity is going to hurt me if I try and jump too much. Alright. We've got this. Yeah, we'll just take this nice and calm. Keep calm. You know, keep mindful of what we're doing. Don't go too crazy on anything. Oh, that one's gonna not be good? Okay, it was good. All is good. All is good. Alright, we've got this. Look at this, finally. Oh, I'm sorry, Horace. I am so sorry. That's all on me, my buddy. I don't want to hurt my little robot friend. Horace is such a good robot buddy. He's charming. He cares about people. Okay, there we go. Take advantage of the chain. No, we've got to do that, and then we're good. All right. Let's go this way, which is the way I probably should have gone the first time, which is, say, I should have gone the other direction first time, you know, go in the flow, but I didn't know I'd come back, so I didn't know if I'd get all that garbage. You'll notice I kept walking there. I did not keep holding the walking button. So this is... Unfortunately, the controls are kind of the worst on this at times. And considering it's making me do like height-dependent jumps where I have to be real mindful of my height, it would be nice if the controls were a touch more reliable. Oh! Okay. There goes my shield. But I'm still alive. I'm still alive. That's all that matters. And I get a shield. Since I can only carry 2 at a time, it's not like I'm losing out. Oh no. Oh no.
But the man looked terrified when he saw me. I can still picture his hand shaking as he reloaded his ancient firearm.
This wasn't the plan, shouted Mr. Silton. It's him or me.
Oh, Horace.
Let him have it.
Jump button did not, okay, I'm going to die right here. Speedrun strats.
I didn't know what I was going to do when I caught the old
Ooh.
man.
Speedrun strats. Just keep moving.
But I knew I had to stop him.
Just keep moving. I am not going to stop moving.
If someone dared hurt my friend, they would have to pay.
Watch it. Because I've stopped a couple times, it's going to come back to haunt me. Oh boy. Dude, quit shooting so much, old man. That ain't nice. I don't want to hurt him. Horace, do not hurt him. Seriously, I want... Yeah, pull the gun away and get rid of it. I'm with Mr. Stilton on that one. For once, I agree with him. I totally agree with that expression, because what they make my precious little boy do? They made my precious Horace melt the flesh off of someone. I'm also with Horace on this right here. Dude, that... Wow. That was not something I expected. That was not at all something I expected.
I kept turning the events over in my mind. Could I have handled things differently? Could I save Mr. Silton without hurting that man? Mr. Preston could see I was upset, and said music was a good alternative to facing up to problems. Come with me, he insisted. I'm going to teach you how to play drums.
Okay, rhythm game.
First, he said, just play the bass drum along with me. We'll see how good your timing
Oh,
is.
I just want to see. One of those I missed even though I hit. No, we're good. Oh boy. Alright, alright. I have no rhythm. Okay. So when it hits the color, no, I'm good with that. Alright, let's do this. This is kind of fun. It's a little different. It's pretty charming. Alright, let's just get... It'd be a lot better if I had like my... If I was playing on like a rock band guitar. Because trying to get my mind to accept try and get my mind to accept what buttons or what is not intuitive for me. Alright, my strongest drum is snare. I am horrible with the tom. You know what? No, I'm good. I'm good. Achievement unlocked. Percussionist. Alright, I'm good with that. I will accept that for what it was.
Mr. Silton was patched up, but still pretty angry. He referred to the man as a word that wasn't in my dictionary file. It should have been between cunning and cup. I reminded
Wow.
Mr. Silton about going to find the others. Now we had the van, but he said there was something even more important we had to do first. Mr. Silton explained that it was a good idea that Mr. Logan be released from prison early, and that this wouldn't involve a parole but might involve dynamite.
Horace,
Straight away I was apprehensive.
yeah, Horace, you should not be with Stilton. Stilton's not a good guy.
Mr. Logan was the guitarist in Mr. Silton's band, but why would we help a bad person? In the end, I think it's only Mrs. Silton's smile that convinced you to help. Mrs. Silton promised to have a present for us when we got back. She said she'd been saving her money from her decorating job. I didn't know what I would need money for, but then realized, if nothing else, new games consoles must be out. Be careful, said Mrs. Silton with a big smile. Don't rob any post offices, and don't get shot.
Again.
In
Good.
the dead of night, it was surprisingly easy to get close to the prison building. Mr. Silton said it was like the Death Star and had a weakness we could exploit, although I seem to remember the robot getting shot when they did that in the film. But there was no time to worry as Mr. Silton pressed a walkie-talkie into my hand and said, "Good luck."
Oh, don't do this. A false friend and a shadow attend only while the sun shines. Benjamin Franklin. Chapter 6. Friends aren't always what they seem. Alright. Just want to check one thing real quick. Just want to take a quick look, make sure my stream's looking good. Call me crazy. I'd just like to make sure everything's working. Like I said before, this is my first time trying to use Slobs or SLOBS or Streamlabs OBS, so some things need a little bit of... Wow. Speedrun strats. Nope. Okay. So much for me shouting speedrun strats and just running like a madman. Okay, we can't keep going that way. Can we go this way? All right. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know if that gate's still open or not, so... Yeah, it isn't. Alright. As long as the controls work, this game is not too difficult. But I don't need it to misbehave on me any, you know? Oh, you are the worst. Okay. Okay, so once we open it, you know how I keep saying speedrun strats? Yeah, oh, not like that. That was bad. Okay, we could do better than that. We can do so much better than what I just did. Alright. We be running. We be running. We be running. And we be in.
Obvious the security lights would set off an alarm.
Okay. I think it's only the top of the cone, the big part of the cone that does it. Let's take a quick look. Can I... Okay, I can go in there. I'm not going in there yet. You know why? I saw a trash can. And we all know what trash cans do. Give me a shield. Oh, and there's a door down there as well. Let's try the left door first. Probably a good chance we need to go through both doors, but we're going to find out. Ooh, guards. I'm going to go on that ceiling. Yeah, we need to take this ceiling. Alright, there we go. Nicely done. We'll go in here. Nope, 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 nope.
I needed to find somewhere to hide, or the guards would kill me.
Oh boy. Okay, let's not do that again, right? Okay.
According to Mr. Sultan,
This was the switch that would open the laser door to Mr. Logan's cell block.
Alright. Cell block open. Now, can't do anything over there. There we go. Get on that ceiling. Run over here. Get in their shield. Go in here. Oh, and then another shield, really. Well, I don't know what alarm override does. Doesn't seem to do anything useful for me, so whatever. We're continuing on then. Haha, I'm better than that guard. Oh, there's another shield. Boy, they are just filling this place with shields. I'm not going to complain about that necessarily, but now we'll go in here. Figured as much. There's the guard. Go over here. Oh boy. Don't. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah, he's going to turn around. Wait for him to do the look. That's the look. Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to get around that. Oh boy. Ha ha ha. Let's run. Okay. Where am I? This is not a good place to be. If I didn't know better, I'd say this is a horrible place to be. Really horrible. I think I'm going this way. Yes. Okay, let's hide in here. Okay, I need to get back to that doorway. Does this count? Good, that counts. All right, we're making progress. We are gonna do this. Wait a minute. Apparently, I think I missed something. Right back here. Wait for this one go past. Okay. I don't see anything in here. If I go this way, security room. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh no.
Mr. Silton seemed to think this would open the self-lock door. Luckily, he was right.
Can I go? No. Let's hide. Okay, that's just more alarm override. Alright, got some junk. Okay. Okay, rotate your head. There we go. Jump over here. Go in the door. Alright, we are... Oh boy! Stupid of me on that one. Okay, we're gonna pop in here real quick. Pop out. Hide down here. Go in here. Go up here. Over here. Oh, get that head. Alright. Alright. Not that door, not that door. Oh!
Unsurprisingly, Mr. Logan's cell was locked, but thanks to my speedy brain, I was able to hack it in seconds. Mr. Logan was not pleased to see me. No one ever was, but I couldn't work out why.
I'd be pleased to see Horace. He seems like a good guy.
He soon cheered up. We quickly made our way outside. Although I wasn't sure about Mr. Logan's stealth techniques, they were quite different from mine. But some must have noticed Mr. Logan was missing, as, with a bright flash, we were soon attacked. This still wasn't the plan, said Mr. Silton as he insisted he was okay, and that, no, I didn't need to clean up the trail of blood. He did, however, urge me to take care of the huge tank bearing down on us.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, okay. Did I beat it? No, I didn't. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, this time I've got it. All right. Back on in a hurry. Get on that. Get back on the tank in a hurry. This one is all about those speedrun strats I talked about so very much. Oh, okay. Alright. All good.
Large guns as Mr. Silton gave me some driving software. It basically explained that one foot pump made the van go, and the other one signaled Mr. Logan and Preston to fire their guns.
Okay. I don't like my Horace boy being put through this type of stuff. Oh. Oh. All right. Oh, come on. Gotcha. All right, 10 miles go. There's a little bit of fire on the car. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I don't even know what this game is anymore. 5 more miles go. Did we beat all the bad guys? I think we beat all the bad guys. Alright, we're in Main 10. It's a military zone.
I hope that all the bullets fired led to non-fatal wounds.
Prison break achievo.
Incredibly unlikely. Strangely, I felt too excited and relieved to care. Mr. Silton winced as he clutched his bleeding shoulder and explained how you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. I think broken eggs meant dead people.
You're probably right.
He said, you have to do whatever it takes to survive, even if that means killing.
But not innocent people,
said Mr. Logan as he stared straight ahead. Eventually, I asked Mr. Logan what he had done to end up in prison, but he just continued staring out of the window. Mr. Preston smiled as he said, I suppose someone should explain. He told me when the war started, he and Mr. Silton had avoided conscription, but Mr. Logan was called up. His unit's first orders were to sweep through a huge urban area, killing anything that moved. The only trouble was, hundreds of refugees had recently taken shelter there. The generals knew that those people were there, said Mr. Preston, but they couldn't have cared less.
This isn't the time for another one of your conspiracy theories,
interrupted Mr. Silton. Although this obviously annoyed Mr. Preston, he continued explaining how Mr. Logan and another man deserted, and, after a poor attempt to hide in a wooden vaulting horse, the pair of them were caught at gunpoint on a train, whilst trying to speak rudimentary German. Mr. Logan guided us down a small side street as Mr. Preston complained that he needed the toilet. Mr. Silton asked why we were taking the scenic route while he was trying not to bleed to death. But Mr. Logan gave Mr. Silton a quick glance. You're fine, he said with the faintest of smiles. The night sky was full of twinkling stars, and I was able to impress everyone with my navigation skills. The software was state-of-the-art, but I remember Heather telling me how the ancients had used the stars in much the same way. It always made me smile, thinking about the names she gave the constellations.
Okay, I like the charm on this game so much.
Still out waiting for us. Really, again, in the same place, was all she said as she shook her head and tended to Mr. Silton's second bullet wound. Mr. Preston nearly knocked us over as he sprinted towards the bathroom. It appeared that his body had kept on making urine, even though it didn't have anywhere left to store it.
Alright, music or Thursday night TV.
I asked Mr. Silton about Heather and the old lady. but he said he was just about to wash his hair.
You're bald.
When I asked him again later, he said the main thing was that we'd got Logan and the van back, and couldn't the rest wait until I had cleaned up the band room for him. I didn't know what to say. Everything we had done, everything I had helped him with, I thought it was all to get everyone back together. But now I didn't know what to think. Before I could say anything, Mrs. Silton explained that it was okay if I only travelled on trains and was alone. I must have looked worried as Mrs. Silton smiled and continued, "If you really want these idiots to go with you, they can disguise themselves and catch the next train after you." Mr. Silton was dismissive and said I'd get nowhere without proper ID. "They'll be stopping robots for even the tiniest of things," he said. "And a robot passport costs a fortune these days." "Well," said Mrs. Silton, "it's a good job I've got this." Mr. Silton looked confused and asked where Mrs. Silton got the money. "Sometimes," said Mrs. Silton, "when God slams a door in your face and shoots you twice in the shoulder, he opens a window."
I'm pretty sure the shooting you isn't in that saying.
The extra money. He said there was good money to be made selling pills and powder to people that distracted them from the world being an absolute mess. "Bedtime," said Mr. Logan as he carried his guitar into his room. Everyone else left one by one, leaving me stroking the dog.
At least there's a good doggo for Horace, because... Alright, Horace. I've been watching somebody playing through a blind or semi-blind playthrough of Superman 64 is Mr. R. Knight, and this is giving me horrible flashbacks to watching that atrocious game. Because if you ever want to see a bad game, Superman 64, the infamous ring flying game. Although the ring sections are actually, from how it looks, not even close to the worst parts.
I woke to the sound of Mrs. Silton making herself some breakfast. It felt very early, but I suppose it was just that we had gotten so late. Mrs. Silton gulped down the coffee, and with a reassuring smile she said, "Let's do this."
Alright, I'm going to be a fully papered robot. Or I guess I am fully papered. I thought that was going to be like getting my passport photo or something. Oh well, whatever.
The pedestrian tunnel was far longer than I expected, but it was nice. It gave me a chance to chat with Mrs. Silton. She told me she was from an upper-class family and that her parents had nearly disowned her when she married Mr. Silton.
Can't really blame them.
But she said she really was happy being with her husband. And after all, as she put it, he did provide for her in this messed-up world. However, I couldn't help but laugh when she said how much she liked Mr. Silton's band. I steered the conversation onto the topic of the war. She explained she had been a nurse near some major combat, but she looked really sad, so I changed the subject. I asked her if the town was nice. Mrs. Silton smiled and described it as a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
It's Mos Eisley? Alright. Sometimes a town is Mos Eisley. Yay. Well, at least being with Mrs. Stilton seems a little more charming. Sorry, Mrs. Stilton, but I've gotta,
Train
collect
cost
stuff.
1,000. So Mrs. Silton said I should trade in some of the things I'd cleaned so I could afford to travel. However, when we tried the door, it was apparent that the junkyard owner wouldn't be back for a while. So Mrs. Stilton suggested I try to earn some money by other means. She said there were plenty of jobs in the town that a robot could do.
Alright, let's find me a job. I'm thinking as a basketball player.
The largest of the old ladies explained the job to me. I would be drying plates. She explained that old people couldn't afford to retire anymore, so she and her friends had to take menial jobs. All of the old ladies would be throwing plates at me as quickly as they could. I just had to catch and dry them.
This ain't going to go well. I like this. Oh, come on. Remember how I said the controls sometimes don't want to pick up on this game? Wow. One of those was actually my fault. One. I so don't even know what this game is. It's a musical dish drying game now. That lady in the bottom right, which I guess is B. Arthur. I just realized those. Excuse me 1 second. That's a little better. I just realized they're the Golden Girls. What is this game? Like, what is this game I'm playing? I just caught dishes in a musical game for the Golden Girls. Like, this game is crazy. Achievement, a ton. Like, look, it's Blanche in the upper left, or Rue McCallahan. Estelle Getty in the bottom right, as Sophia. Rose in the upper right, as Betty White. And B. Arthur as Dorothy in the bottom left. I learned using the analog stick is a lot easier than using the D-pad on this. It seems to drop inputs a lot less using that. This, though, is crazy, the fact that this is obviously the Golden Girls. Although Blanche is a little less provocateur-ish. I think one or two of those was maybe my fault. This game makes no sense. You know what? Keep this coming. I like this. Even if the controls are kind of droppy on this, if I'm going to catch dishes in a musical game with the Golden Girls, I ain't gonna complain. Although, with how this game keeps dropping inputs, I'm almost tempted. There's a controller input mapper where you could see in real time all of your inputs. It's used a lot for speedrunners. That was put out by Fred Wood, that I'm tempted to get and put on screen while I'm playing this. It's a free tool he put out. If you're ever interested in a good controller, like visual mapper showing what inputs you're doing, Fred Wood or @That'sMyTrunks on Twitter. He's also the guy who made one of my favorite games for speedrunning, which would be Kuso, or also known as Love 2. Okay, now some of that is me. This is just charming as heck. Except for me missing some of those. Some of those are me. Although I think there's also a little bit of a kind of a delay in visual versus okay, that was getting too crazy for me. Alright. Thanks, Golden Girls. Okay, we got some money. Any other shops wanting help wanted? Okay, I don't know what's going on here.
Led into some kind of drinking establishment. But the bartender soon made it clear that, as he put it, they didn't serve my kind here, and that I would have to wait outside.
Okay, this is Mos Eisley. Okay, I don't know what game this is, but yes. Most pricey. Arcade. What's in the arcade? Oh, Polybius is out of order. Polybius, if you don't know what it is a rumored game that was supposed to exist, but probably didn't. Supposedly it was a FBI training tool or brainwashing tool to brainwash kids. Let's check out what Dance Invader is. Avenge the Fallen. Oh, what? Up there. Insert a coin. Line Dance Apocalypse. I always was the worst at Space Invaders as a kid, because when the final one came up, because of how they would keep speeding up, gotcha! I could never get the last one who's going super fast. Oh, they did not speed up that much. Zombie apocalypse time. Alright. Lycra Apocalypse. Oh, it's time to jazzercise all of... Oh no, now it's becoming Galaga? What is this game? And there's Dirty Dancing going on up top. Okay, I've seen enough. Once it starts looping, I don't need to see it again. Alright. You know what? That was pretty good. Day off. I feel like I gotta check out all of these. Oh my... What is this game? If you can't catch the obvious reference... hey, Sai, welcome back. Yeah, Dance Invaders, you missed earlier. Oh, this is really not easy control. So this is obviously Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Earlier I was playing a rhythm game. Oh, this is so hard to control. There's a rhythm game where I was catching plates to earn money as a dishwasher, where they were being tossed by all 4 of the Golden Girls. Like, I seriously don't know what this game is anymore, but it is something truly special. Like, during Dance Invaders, we had some Dirty Dancing going on. The second stage was Zombies and was playing like a nice little homage to Beat It from Michael Jackson. Like, this control is really bad, I should add. Like, this is absolutely the worst. But there is so much homage going on. Like, there's also earlier a bar that when I went into it, there's a guy who looked familiar who said, "Since I'm a robot, we don't serve your kind here. You have to wait outside." And the name of the bar was Most Pricely or something like that. Very much Most Isley. This game is something. I've got to check out all of these arcades. Annabelle Olympics. Alright, Steroid Olympics. Oh, I hated these. Oh, my bad, false start. Yeah, Yakuza is another awesome game that does all of these great, like, parodies. Like, I remember Yakuza 0, which is the only one I actually played all that much of. Yeah, first place! Yakuza 0, there was, Michael, or what was it, Miracle Johnson, who was obviously Michael Jackson. Oh, this is tricky to do. I am not good at the button mashing. Oh, but this is fun. Like, this game is giving me all the charm I need right now. Ooh, that's a pretty good one right there. Alright, we could do better. We gotta do better. Nope, that's worse. Alright, to win though, I needed 90. I got 100. Okay, B button and aiming. Let's see how well I could do on this. Oh, I've got a dog barking away. Ooh, 10, 10. Oh. Wonder if you could shoot that bird. Not that I want to do that. It sounds kind of horrible. Oh, I got enough to win. First place. This game, like, if it wasn't for a fact, it drops inputs. Like, it's so bad at dropping inputs on controller. But the charm in this game. Hungry Ghost, let's check out Pac-Man. I'm guessing it's Pac-Man. Yep. And I am Slimer versus the Ghostbusters. Okay. Yeah, this is just good. This is so charming. Oh, come on. Haha, you've been slimed. Gotcha. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to get caught there. Oh! Okay, alright. Haha, you got too close to me. Getcha. I'm not going to linger too long on these games. Oh, he was still slimed. Good deal. I think this is the last one of these. Oh, those dropped inputs are the worst. Like, oh, it makes me feel so bad. This game has so much good going on for it, but these dropped inputs just really, they ruin what goodwill the game is bringing about. Okay, I think I'm going to just let them catch me here, because I don't want to linger on Pac-Man. I'm here for more of the story. I want to see what's going on with Horace. I mean, Horace, like, I feel so bad. He's such a cool character. He's being abused by, or taken advantage of, is probably a better word. It's a form of abuse, but more directed. He's being taken advantage of by some criminals. Alright, I think now we are going to move on. Exits A, because all of these are ones I've already done. Alright, so we are looking for...
Suddenly, as if by magic, the shopkeeper appeared. "Hello, sir," he said. "If there's something that catches your eye, just pick it up and bring it over to me."
I've got a fair amount of money. Well, I've got 3,000. Oh, there goes dogs barking. What this? Speed up the cleanup? No. Junk that's just... Ooh, that would be so good to get, but I do not have enough money for that one. Because I've got 3,000. Train tickets are 1,000. You know what? Let's do basic.
I'm no good with technology, sir. That cost 2,000.
So I
The
think...
room was actually a robot upgrade facility. Once completed, the money was digitally taken from my passport account.
Achievement unlocked, consumer. I'm a consumer. So what'd that do for me? I have no idea what that even did for me. But we'll pick up some more trash. Ooh, another person with a help wanted. Let's go ahead and get this garbage first. Alright, what you need?
Very good job for me. I would be making bricks. The world needed rebuilding and these bricks would more than help. He said I would be on the end of the production line and would be shaping the final part of the bricks. All I had to do was hit the brick in time with everyone else.
My dogs are just... Oh. Alright. I love these musical rhythm games. I'm not sure if I catch what reference this is trying to do. Because I imagine this has to be a reference. I couldn't catch what the pattern was on that. Wow, my dog has opinions on this right now. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, I did pretty good. A on that. Alright. Only missed 3. Had some good bricks. I gotta make sure I get enough money, so we're going to have another round or 2 of this, because... Dun-dun. This game might be about one of my favorite, like, feel-good experiences in such a long time. Like, this game just, everything about it makes me feel so happy. You know, for somebody who doesn't have much rhythm, I'm not doing too bad at this. Only 1 miss? That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, this is definitely just happy fun time for me. Like, I needed something to kind of put me in a good mood to start the weekend. Like, you know, just... I need something nice and positive sometimes, and this is like This is just perfect positivity. It's good homage to stuff I like, you know, Star Wars, Golden Girls, all of that good nostalgia from when I was a kid. Although it makes me feel old to go, yeah, I remember watching Golden Girls before it became that crazy show that modern kids are watching, you know, as a throwback instead. I watched it when it was live on TV, or not live, but new on TV. I'm just showing my age. Oh, this is so much fun. Like, this is just... I would say it's good, innocent fun, except the fact that Horace keeps being involved in breaking people out of jail and, like, weird things where he melted the flesh off of an innocent homeowner. I still don't know what that was about. There, it dropped an input. Ooh. Only one I missed was a dropped input. I am good with that. That was fun. You know what? Before we do that, can't do the vacuum. You know what? We will. Oops.
Looking to speed up the cleanup? Great choice, sir. That will be 3,000.
Yep. That is 3,000 well spent. Let's speed up that cleanup. I was kind of hoping it'd show up somewhere so I know I actually have it, but... Ooh, then comes InstaClean. Like, I'm going to need a lot more money. Alright. Ooh, here's another help wanted. What have you got for me here?
The post lady explained the job to me. I would be sorting parcels. Many people were now separated by desolate battlefields and needed these care packages to survive. The parcels were either red or blue. I just had to stamp the right ones with the right color at the right time.
Another rhythm game. This game really likes its rhythm games. Alright. This is a little harder to get my brain around because of... Didn't want to stamp that cat. Alright. I have horrible rhythm, so... This is amazing that I'm doing as good as I am. Oh. This... Alright. I missed one. Okay. Not too bad. I'm a postie. I don't think I'm going to do the rest of those. Let's see how quick I pick up now. Whew! That is a far quicker pickup. Okay, we can't go any further. If I want to spend a long time, I could gather up a ton of money to get those other upgrades. I am not feeling that. We want one ticket for £1,000. One journey, and it's Thomas the Tank Engine. Because, of course, it is. Oh, okay, let's not jump down there. Oh, there is garbage on this train.
The train is now departing.
This is the age. Achievo unlocked.
Mr. Depp's TV studio was deep inside the bombed-out buildings of Big City.
Alright, we are at Big City.
Big city, this is big city.
Alright, what are we going to do at Big City? Find what's in the bombed out ruins.
The train is now departing.
Alright.
Once I'd made my way out of the station, Mr. Silton and the others jogged up alongside me. As soon as they got the chance, they ducked into an alleyway to change their clothes. Mr. Silton was the first to change. Depp's studio's down that way, he said, in that huge posh building, the British Corporation of Truth, the Corporation of Lies and Propaganda, a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
We've already used the scum and villain, hive of scum and villainy descriptor already.
We'll wait there till the crew leave, then sneak in through one of the loading bays.
Oh. Let's make sure I grab all this trash. Oh, that's more of the same mini-game there.
While we walked, I asked how Mr. Deck had ended up back on television. Celebrities weren't very keen on walking down the red carpet at awards ceremonies with bombs falling from the skies, explained Mr.
I
Silton.
forgot. There we go. I want to get all that trash. Still don't know what it'll do when I get all the trash. Whoa, what's... Why is there a Pac-Man up there?
But they still craved attention and validation, so the solution was to host one big award show in a giant underground bunker at Burlington.
Okay, I'm going to want to try and get up on the building tops at some point.
You can't broadcast from deep underground, so they had to run cables to the transmitter through a vent on the surface. A bomb-type vent, as it turned out. It took a great shot. 1 in a million. The lack of survivors meant that listers like Deck were now the A-list by default. Just then, Mr. Logan interrupted, saying it was time to move.
Alright. I guess they want me to do some work. Oh. Oh boy! This is gonna... Okay, that is... Ooh, this is going to be a tricky one. Nope, nothing up there. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Try and keep my bearings on this is... Oh boy. Okay, good. Thank you for not making me have restart that, because that would have been the worst. All right. No! Ah! All right. We got this. We have got this so much. We own this. This is ours. This is ours to own. This is ours to own. Okay, saw blade go, and I'm going. Alright. What the... Okay, this game just keeps throwing new mechanics at me. Oh boy, nope. Nope. So I could kind of temporarily stop things by jumping some, which is good to know, because I'm going to have to be very careful on things around here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. I was so right there. I was so right there. Okay, we're going this time. Once again, my old buddy speedrun strats. Just keep plowing forward. All right. Oh boy. Good thing I got that speedier trash pickup. And we made it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Not too bad so far. Okay, we don't want that. We're going to go this way. Okay, my jump. I am not a fan of these controls kind of glitching out from time to time because my jump failed on me again. Okay, that one was actually all me right there. I will take blame for the ones that are me. I'm not going to take the blame, though, for the ones that aren't. There's some trash up here. Good deal. And mate. Oh.
Robots are allowed pretty much anywhere in the building as long as they look the part, whispered Mr. Silton. You just need to be wearing no clothes and have the blankest of faces. I didn't really like the sound of that, but I realized it was the only way I'd be able to get in. So I took off
poor
my suit
Horace.
and made my face blank. Blanker, said Mr. Silton. Blanker with an ER, said Mr.
Wow.
Silton again.
Blanca.
Well, I suppose that's
Blanca.
what we do. Dick's dressing room is in some lavish suite, said Mr. Silton as Mr. Preston and Mr. Logan lowered me into the empty corridor below. Have a look around, whispered Mr. Silton, and we'll catch up with you in a bit.
Oh, poor Horace. Any shields for me at least? Nope. Oh boy, that... Okay, first we'll take a look over here. Oh, we could clean up some stuff. Let's see. Okay, as long as my controls behave. Oh, I can't use my shoes. I don't have my shoes right now, which is going to be a problem. Oh, I missed those shoes already. Okay. Oh boy. I say that a lot. Oh boy. Keep moving. Alright, I've got this. I've got this. I have so got this. I am a pro. Come on back down. Oh! Did not realize that would be killing me today. Oh, I might be going a little quicker than I should be. Okay, that's all me. Sometimes I think I've got to slow down a little bit, but other times I think, no, I've just got to keep moving really, really fast. Oh, I can't equip a shield right now. Man, I want to get my normal clothes back. Or I can have a shield. Okay, now it's time for us to play some Breakthrough. Or Arkanoid, or whatever name you like to call your... Oh, I did not want to quit out. Don't hit the A button. Gotcha! Yeah! I love this game so much. Okay. All junk cleared. Okay, that one's moving in weird pattern. Oh! Oh, goodbye, shield. That's my fault. That wasn't a drop command input or anything. That was entirely me. One thing to remember on this game is when a platform's moving, if you jump straight up, you'll stay with the platform. Alright. There we go. I saw what was coming. I didn't have enough time to prepare for it. I got it this time. Oh, that was me. This game is a little challenging. I'm not going to argue on that point. Like, it's a very good game. It's not quite as fair with its challenge as something like, oh no, Celeste, which personally is one of my all-time faves. Okay, how am I... Does it park itself there at the end, or does it keep going? Because if it keeps going, I'm going to have to assume it parks itself. Okay, yeah, it does park itself. Is there a door, or... Nope. Okay. Although there's another round of this. Okay, I got thrown... Oh no, not all the way back. Not all the way back. Come on, give me a checkpoint. That time it dropped an input. Oh, it's like when this game does something bad, it makes me so unhappy with it. But when it doesn't do something bad, I am so happy with this game because everything else it does is just so good. Like, this game is... This game is all charm. Like, there is so much charm to it. The homages to all the different, like, you know, sci-fi, all the different old TV shows, the music, the mini games, comedies. Oh. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, I think this should be a checkpoint. Let me clean up some garbage. Hey, little robots. Feel so bad for them. There's Frasier. The set to Frasier right there. Eddie. The chair. Never was a fan of Frasier, really, but I am going to recognize. Not sure what that's Siskel and Ebert? I don't know.
As I approached the group of people, the man in the white lab coat was demonstrating what he called the future of robotics. He said that anyone interested would be able to see it in action on one of the sound stages later today. It's much better than these old models, he said as he stared at me. My new version does exactly what you tell it to.
Don't talk bad about my buddy.
Now, this was clearly worth something.
Another shield? Yes. Yes, another shield is good. Oh boy. Oh no! Oh, one of my poor shields. Okay, I have a feeling I need to keep going upward. Oh boy. No, no, get out of there. Get out. Oh, those poor shield heads. Nope. Nope. Wow. What's over here? Nope. No robots beyond that point. Okay, we lost one. Wait for that spin, and down we go. Ooh, is that going to be in our shield? Yes! I like a shield. I cleared all junk. Oh! Wow! That... Oh, okay. Made it. Dressing room number 2. Got a computer here. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, what is force? Ooh, we got reasonable force. The president's plane has crashed in a foreign country. Your mission, rescue the president. Use force if necessary. Reasonable force. I don't want to destroy too many people because it said reasonable force. Oh, hey, don't shoot at me. I'm only using reasonable force right here. Oh, okay, I need to use more force. Okay, I'm just clearing away, just reasonable force. Oh, okay, I need to use more reasonable force. Hey, don't fly right in front of me. I'm only using reasonable force here, but dude. There, I used too little force. That was probably not reasonable of me. Okay, I'm just going to keep shooting you guys because you are seriously trying to hit me. Stage 3. This game is so completely bonkers. Okay, I am almost dead, I think. You know what? I'm using unreasonable force at this point. That was a game. I just got a Chivo of Game Master. Or Games Master. I am so glad that I remember all of my commands back when I had a Commodore 64. Oh, not der. List. Okay. Day Off. So Dance was the Space Invaders. Day Off was that Outrun. Did not go all that good for me. Force we just saw. Ghost is Ghostbusters Pac-Man. Rhythm. Because sports would be the Olympics? I cannot say that. Olympics is all about anabolic steroids and Olympics. Secret is you don't need the comma 8, comma 1. You could just do comma 8, but I am so used to comma 8, comma 1. I think you wouldn't have a space there for some of it. I so love this game. This is so much like Yakuza. If Yakuza was a witty, charming game about that was pixel art 2D and about a robot buddy. Unfortunately, I can't see what the screen says. Oh, sexy. Man, I love this game. Alright, B+. I'm not that good at the cymbal, but I'm real good at that snare. 96 note streak, a lot of awesomes, only 7 misses. Hootie and the Blowfields. Oh, do I have to do... Wait, there's a Metallica wannabe one? Metallica? Camberwick Green Day? Okay, I don't know how Quit also. I love ska though. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Alright, alright. And they got like the boss tone up front skanking. Okay, this is so hidden a need I have. Man, I need to play some Rock Band again. It's not the type of thing I'd stream because I don't have much in the way for like video capture for consoles right now, and I hate doing the auto stream stuff, the built-in streaming software, because it's hard to incorporate like all of the things I like to have, including proper balance of microphones and all of that, but man, I want to play some Rock Band again. This is hidden a spot that I did not realize I was missing. I was missing this so bad. Oh. Oh, oh man, I like people spamming emotes. Sai, I've got to like, okay, I've got to remember to, okay, I've got to do something about my bots. I just added those in because like, oh no, I wanted something with a little control and all of that. You know, like I said, I'm kind of new to the Twitch streaming. When I was on YouTube, there's no chat at all. Like the chat is, nobody's ever watching. Like, I mean, no community with it. But yeah, I've got to tweak Nightbot, just put that in today, so I've got to have a word with him. I mean, Horace, my robot buddy, is doing good. I've got to have a word with my other robot buddy, Nightbot. Get him on track with, I love emotes. You know, emotes, as long as, you know, as long as it's not like bad spam, in which case, like, then I'd step in and all of that. Okay, I did not, nope. Okay, that's how you abort out of that. But yeah,
Worthless junk, but this could be sold for a decent price.
I am going to have a word with Nightbot because I like emote parties. You know, have a little fun with all of that.
No wonder people wanted to be on television so much. TV studios were full of video games.
Let's get that basket. Yeah. Anything good in here? I think these are all things I've already done. Oh, there's that Rhythm King. I didn't see it in the arcade before, so I'm just glad I figured out, like, remembered my old knowledge on how to do BASIC on Commodore 64. Oh, okay, purple light, reset. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah. Oh. Okay. I'm in trouble. Oh, I kind of want to go. Let's go back some. No. Let's get this trash. Gotta collect my stuffs. Alright. Oh! Yeah, that is all me. I have no problem if I die if it's all me. You know, if I'm the cause of it, who am I to complain? Okay, we keep going. Oh, I went through again too soon. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, this is Crazy Town. Okay, I missed some garbage, but I am not getting hit. Whew. Okay. Oh. I am feeling so good with this game. Like, the tricky platforming is kind of cool. I keep saying I wish the controls were a little more precise.
He shouted,
Oh.
"Get out." I said, "I don't want to be disturbed." I was so shocked that I couldn't keep my blank face. Mr. Dick looked confused.
He recognizes me.
"Get away from me, you yellow bastard," he said as he reached for a huge red alarm button.
No,
He was
come on.
interrupted by Mr. Silton falling through a vent in the ceiling. "All right, Dick," smirked Mr. Silton. "Hello, Barry. And it's Mr. Deck if you don't mind," replied Mr. Deck as he hammered on the alarm button. "Quick," said Mr. Silton as he turned to me, "find the way to stop that alarm."
There were 4 alarms left to turn off.
Alright. Is that all I had to do? Okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. I wish I had my boots. Wish I had my fancy wall climbing gravity boots right. Whoa, don't jump there yet. Okay, now we could jump. Hit that alarm. One down.
There were 3 alarms left.
Okay, that'll be an alarm. Gotta go up here. Okay, I'm going chill here for a second, and then go through here. Oh no, oh no. I thought so. I've got to wait for that to go all the way down, and then we run. Oh, my controller stopped input. Ah. Nope, nope, too soon, too soon. Wait for that. Go back up, and then we go, go, go. Climb up. I'm going to wait again, because we don't want to go too soon. Okay, don't squish me. Hit that alarm. 2 alarms down.
There were 2 alarms left.
Oh. Didn't realize where I was. Okay. I think. Or is. Okay, this is where I was before. I need to go up here. Wait for that super slow propeller thing. Alright. Wish I had a couple shields right about now. Wait for this, come back out. Okay, we're going to want to wait for it to pull back in. Oh, my controller jammed. Don't like it doing that. I think it might be the engine that this game is made in, just has like a touch of jankiness that really shouldn't be there. Oh boy, I almost fell right into that. Okay, I just want to see a cycle first. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, I was so close to the end on that. Nope. Okay, I just got to be a touch more patient. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Okay. Oh. For a second I was like, I am so dead. But no. I am so alive.
1 alarm left.
Oh, come here. Nope. Hit there. Blow that open. I should have been less greedy, shouldn't I? Greed is good at times. Greed can be very, very good at times. Just not when I'm trying to stay alive. Ah! Alright, we are doing it this time. Unless my controller jams and holds a left input extra long. Ah. It's Like, this game is so just one step away from being truly something amazing. Alright, where do we go on this one? Nope, we don't do that. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Or not. That's a bit easier than the previous one. So do we...
Completely turned off the alarm.
Nope, got greedy. I keep doing that. Whatever. Okay, that wasn't my fault. That one was the controller jamming. I am so tired of that. But here we go.
A serious-looking security guard walked into the garden set, so I quickly approached him. I wasn't sure what I was going
Just
to
have a
do,
blank face,
so
my friend.
I had to keep him out of Mr. Deck's dressing room. I attempted to resume the blank face that Mr. Silton had shown me as I announced that Mr. Deck was not to be disturbed. For some reason I said it in an unusually high-pitched voice, which didn't seem helpful. The security guard's eyes narrowed. Now in a full panic, for some reason I decided this was a good moment to give a finger guns for the first time. A large man shoved me out of the way. But quick as a flash, Mr. Logan had appeared and snapped his neck.
Oh,
Sorry, had to be done, was all he said before running back toward Mr. Deck's room.
oh, so much violence.
I didn't know you shredded the axe, said Mr. Logan as he placed an acoustic guitar into an ornate sarcophagus. I don't, said Mr. Deck. I got it for Elton John to sign. For once, everyone else looked as confused as I did. We'll take this wine and this portable TV, said Mr. Preston as he packed the coffin with as many expensive things he could find. These bathrobes are pretty fancy as well. Put those down, said Mr. Deck. Elton John gave me those. What's with you and Elton bloody John? Asked Mr. Silton, but Mr. Deck just looked angry. Why are you doing this? He said. There's easier ways to get good wine and cheese. You can't just burst in here and take my stuff. A large smile crept across Mr. Silton's face as he said, Oh, it's not just your stuff we're taking. You try to take me anywhere, said Mr. Deck, and I'll scream this place down. I know people in high places. I'll have you executed, and that little yellow bastard dismantled. My father is the head of the BCT. But Mr. Silton's smile widened as he pulled out a bag full of familiar-looking mushrooms.
Really? Are we now doing some Reservoir Dogs action on this?
Robot, take the sarcophagus this way back to the loading bay, said Mr. Silton. We'll climb back through the vents and meet you there.
I hope Horace gets his suit back soon. Help! Okay. What do we have going on in here? Okay, we got throw Mr. Deck. I love him doing the Naruto run. That is great. That just looks great. Man, this game. Okay, okay, if I gotta take you with me. Good deal. You could get through there. I'll Naruto run through this room. Hello, officer. Nope. Hello, officer. I need you to speed up your walking. I need you to keep going. Keep going, sir. It's all right. Nothing to see here. Just a naked golden robot. Yep, nothing to see here. Alright, push those. Okay. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, I've got to get back up there. We've got this. Jump, jump. Through here. Okay, and there's Zoltar. Maybe I'll have my wish granted to become big. Okay. Trickiness. Okay, we got this. We have got this. We are doing so good. We are doing so good right here. Hey, officer. I really want you to go that way. Keep walking. Keep walking. You know what way to go. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Thank you, officer. Keep walking. Oh boy! For a second I thought that was going to fall on me. Come on, platform. Oh no! That was me getting greedies. That was me just getting so flat out greedy. Hey officer, no, there's nothing to see here, trust me. Over there though, man, over there is everything you ever would want to see in the world. Oh, platform just fall down. Oh! Oh, you're a jerk, officer. Okay, I'm going to take a quick look up here. Nope. So I'm going to go through here. Well, there's the staircase ramp from Arrested Development, Herbie the Love Bug, General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard, Kit from Knight Rider. For some reason, I don't know the green car. I feel like I'm missing something very obvious. I feel like I recognize it. I just don't know what it's from. Alright, take me up. Alright. Alright, let's go. Okay, I didn't know if I'd make it in time, so it's like, I'm going to throw him just so he's not on that
Mr.
platform.
Silton was worried that the studio set was quiet. In fact, he worried that it was, as he put it, too quiet. So, as per usual, it was me that went first.
Poor Horace. Always put on the line of fire. Oh no. It's the other robot. Okay. Whoa! I want my boots. Okay. Oh! Wish I had more shields. Nope. Be careful. Oh no! I panicked. I panicked. I panicked. I knew better. I knew better, but what? Oh, wow. Way to go, Kevin. Okay. Oh! Okay, I think that'd be a checkpoint at least. Okay. Well, I get my shield back. Wish I had 2 shields instead of 1, but... Oh, that was all on me. Give you 2 whacks. Come on, give me another alarm. Three whacks. Oh, that fire. Nope. I'm just going to take the knee right there. Oh, you jerk. Okay, this is... You know, it's hard to pay attention to the ground, the sky, everything all at once. Okay, this... Oh, this is hard. Like this. Oh, give me my shield back. That was so uncalled for. Don't give me fire. I don't like the fire. Fire bad. Oh, wow. This is so hard to see what's going on. Okay. Oh! Boy, this is some hard game right here. Oh. Oh. Chivo unlocked, clear the decks. Oh boy, that. Ooh. My thumb's sore. My thumb is feeling the pain. Oh, no, don't turn evil eyes. Oh. Man, I want to give Horace like a hug.
Once away from the studio, we were able to duck down a few dark alleyways. I think we're safe, said Mr. Silton. You get dressed and head back to the train now. We'll wait here and travel back later with our cargo.
All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. William Shakespeare. Chapter 7, Delivering Deck. Alright, might be trash? No. Alright. I want to see, is there a way to... Nope. I was hoping there'd be a way to get on top of the buildings over here. Because I feel like I want to get that... What is that called? Hungry Ghost. Alright. Well, we will go in here. We will buy a train ticket. We will give it to Thomas, the tank engine man. The Age of the Train. 1982 train times. Ooh, get some more of that trashy trash. Wait.
Mind the doors. The train is now departing.
Wait. You won't let me... Oh, come on, you won't let me go over there? That is not fair.
So too, said Coon.
I could get off here to find Alice.
Haha. Alright. Okay, I think I got all the trash on that train. Okay, so... Okay, I'm trying to tell, am I looking... Okay, I got it. Although, that looks like Larry David, but that there looks like John Cleese as Basil from Fawlty Towers, because that would be, I always forget his name, the comic relief guy, the butler, or the, I don't know, kind of butler meets groundskeeper. You know what? Let's play with the Golden Girls again. One more round with the Golden Girls, get some more money. Let's do a rhythm game with the Golden Girls. Hopefully my controller, I was right then saying hopefully my controller behaves. Somehow I don't think the Golden Girls, though, would be this careless with dishes. At least not Rose. And probably not Dorothy. Blanche definitely would be. Sophia possibly too, depending on her mood. Just hanging out with the Golden Girls, doing some dishes. Okay, controller did not work again. I'm tired of saying that. Like, man, I wish this game was just a touch sharper on that. Okay, and here I've lost my rhythm. But now I have enough money to get another train ticket if I need be. In fact, enough to get 2 train tickets. Oh, I think I was about to collect that. No.
It looked like I would need a ticket to get through the fairgrounds automatic doors. It looked like I would need a ticket to get
I
through the
clicked on the
fairgrounds
other door.
automatic
And
doors.
is that George Costanza? Oh wait, I should have my... No.
Now then, said the dirty old man, let's see what you've got.
It's Sanford.
I'll just clean off the blood. I've already got a buyer lined up for this. Impressive. Everything else is go on then, said the younger man. Stick everything in, Bertha.
Sanford and Son. This is awesome. This is just good. Ooh! There goes Jerry and Elaine. There's Kramer. That's supposed to be Will Smith and Uncle Phil? Let's see what they have for sale now. You know what?
Television not included, sir.
That cost 2,000.
I've got money. I'm buying this. I don't know what it is. I want it. And I'm going to have to stop playing soon. I really don't want to. This game is just nice. Let's get the binoculars.
The binocular vision upgrade will allow you to carefully examine your surroundings. It retails for 15,000.
Yeah, I've got that. Oh, Sanford and Son, you guys did me a solid. This game has me saying weird things, like apologizing to breaking the dishes of the Golden Girls, and talking about how Sanford and Son have done me some great things. Let's get the Insta-Clean.
Clean even the largest junk in the blink of an eye.
Great choice, sir. That cost 30,000.
Yeah, I'll do it. I wonder if I have a lot of money for this point in the game, or do I have very little? Like, should I have more? Because I did skip some junk. Not intentionally. I don't know what this is, but it sounds like hot sauce. I like hot sauce.
No refunds on that one, sir. That costs 5,000.
That's alright. I like hot sauce. I make hot sauce. Hot sauce is good. Alright, that's all I could really afford. I want to see with that instant clean. We'll run back here real quick. I wonder what that E is. But let's see if we instantly clean up that rocket piece. And now we run back there just to see, is it still there or did it count? I'm hoping it counted, because if so, we could get some more stuff going forward. Yeah, it did count. Good deal. Okay, and now there's the friends. There's Phoebe, Rachel, Joey, I'm thinking. Is that Ross? This game is just homaging everything. Alright, we'll probably see what's up in here, and this might be about where we call it.
I was surprised to find Alice's house was a lot larger on the inside, and strangely, it lacked any color. Curiously, this was a ridiculous amount of stairs for such a small cottage.
Am I in Manifold Garden again? Because this has some trippy perspective stuff going on.
I remembered wondering if I had been changed in the night.
Alice's house. Why did I not realize Alice in Wonderland, obviously. There's a picture of the Cheshire Cat.
On the table was a large cake. I'd never eaten anything before, but for some reason I...
Hey Bree, hey Basil Yum Yum. Oh! Glad to see you're off work. Okay, this is... Nope, this is dangerous. Alright. Nope, eat that cake. Okay, this...
Suddenly, a large glass bottle appeared. I don't know if it was all the growing that I had been doing, but I felt like I needed a drink.
Now I'm going to shrink. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. I have no idea where. Well, let's go through the little door into Wonderland. Okay. Okay, the waterfalls are non-passable. Alright, we could bop the rabbits on the head. And the dodo. Get that shield. This is some trippy game. Okay, let's loop around, get that shield. Nope. Jump across. Go through, grab more mushrooms. What is going on? There's a hat. There's a door in my hat. Okay. Nope. Can't get through there. So zoomed out. Okay. If you don't see what's going on at the top, I'm controlling gravity for everything, including that blue ball. I need it. And now different doorways are opening. Nope. Nope. Yay. Oh, this is getting... Oh, nose. Oh, nose. No, bad kitty. Bad kitty. This game is weird. Oh, no. Okay, we'll be on the ceiling now. Oh no! Oh, come on. That's lame. Alright, we'll get it this time though. Really need to stop soon, but this game is... This might be one of my favorite games I've played this year, just because it just feels so good. Except when controls jam. Then it feels bad. But whatever. We going in here. Okay, and he's back. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's getting close. He's getting close. Oh, he's getting close. He's getting close. Go in here. Nothing to see this way. I kind of want to see what's in this door, but I want to see what's over there, so we're going to peek through this door. Oh no. Okay. So, I'm a knight. No. So I want to go here for sure. Oh no. Oh, no, there I'm in trouble. I guess here's the only choice. I am safe if I'm here. What is going... I really should stop playing, but... Curious what would have happened if I went that way that said nothing see here. Where am I going? Where am I? Um, nope. Okay. It makes noises. Okay, I am getting almost nauseous from these colors and the spinning. So, did I collect everything? Or, okay, now I go outside? I am so confused here. Okay, and there's a door. Alright. Nope. Get my shield back. Oh. Okay, and flamingos playing with hedgehogs like that. Yeah, this is so Alice in Wonderlandish. So Wonder Outlandish. Okay, I need to slow down some. I'm doing that. Dangerous dumb. Okay, this seems actually like a real good place to stop. Because I've gone about 10 minutes longer than I really should tonight. This has been crazy. This has been... let me correct that. This has been crazy, and this has been just a ton of fun. I think I love this game so much. I think this is a game a lot of people should be playing. I don't know if everyone who should be playing it is playing it, which is a shame, because it is amazing. It is so amazing. Like, oh, so good. Anyways, those who are watching, thanks for watching. If you catch this on archive, thanks for watching there. I'm getting ready to do Extra Life coming up pretty soon. Extra Life is a great thing. I don't have a good thing for it right now, but let me just say, here's information on my Extra Life stuff. If you want to see what's up with Extra Life, try following one of those two links. Also, if you check out my profile, my About page down below, you'll find some information of how to find my Extra Life campaign. I'm going to be doing in just 4 weeks from tomorrow is going to be 24-hour marathon, actually 25-hour minimum marathon of playing games to raise money for kids at Seattle Children's. It's a fantastic cause. There's going to be some wackiness with it. I can tell you there is a good chance I might eat things that I don't really want to in the name of encouraging people to donate. So, should be a good cause. I hope you will all join me if possible, even just in spirit, just in working. Working's good. And also I'm going to have a chat with Nightbot, because speaking of things that are good, I like some emote spamming. Not all the time, within reason. I don't want to jump into the chat and go, all right, I'm going to have to, silence you for a little bit. But if I'm doing some rhythm game stuff, if I'm doing some ska music, come on, I need those emotes. Nightbot, we gotta have a word. We gotta talk about that. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I think we are going to try and set up a raid for those of us who are here. I ask you, stick around, join the raid. I will find someone kind of cool. Let's see who we have that is doing something that might be pretty cool right now. Well, I'm finding something kind of positive, kind of fun. Ooh, I think I know what we are going with, almost guaranteed. Yeah, okay. We've got Dotman doing a first-time play of Super Mario 64. We have got to join Dotman. So stick around for the raid. It doesn't show up as a raid anymore because we have less than 5 people or whatever, but who cares? We are going to have a silent raid with Dotman. So let's go ahead, click on that. Let's click Start Raid. And we're going to call it a night. So I'm going to end my archive recording right here.